Hey everybody, in today's video, we're gonna be talking about how to deal with analysis paralysis as an entrepreneur and how to get over it. And if you like videos like this, make sure to subscribe as I release them every single week. Hey everybody, it's Dan Henry, founder of GetClients.com and author of the best-selling book, Digital Millionaire Secrets. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel, because today we're gonna talk about analysis paralysis. A lot of times entrepreneurs can way overanalyze things. I see it every day with my clients, my audience. It's its own pandemic, okay? Now, if you are an entrepreneur and you're wondering, am I overanalyzing things and how do I get over it? You know, as somebody that has built multiple million-dollar businesses and one 8-figure business, I will tell you, I still do it sometimes. It's okay. You got to forgive yourself, because I understand it's very hard. It's very hard doing what we do, being an entrepreneur, building a business, being the boss, being responsible for everything. And when you have that responsibility, it can tend to paralyze you because you do overanalyze everything, because it's kind of your job. So I'm gonna go into some things that I learned in my journey, and hopefully you can take these tips and use them yourself. Now, I will be moving around for this video because I'm trying to get my steps in today, but hopefully it doesn't make you seasick. Woo. Okay, so the first thing to realize is that when it comes to analysis, right, there is a level that can be harmful and that can be helpful in virtually anything. And how do you understand what is harmful and what is helpful? Well, the best way to do this is to kind of cheat. What do I mean by cheat? What I mean is, look at people who have already done what you want to do. In other words, successful entrepreneurs. People who, people like, look at like Bill Gates, look at Steve Jobs, look at Mark Cuban, look at people like this, and hear the mistakes they have made along the way, specifically regarding analysis paralysis, okay? And you will find that, honestly, this happens to everybody, and that there is some specific things you can look at that will allow you to get over it. For instance, one of the things I see constantly with successful entrepreneurs, like the people that I mentioned, is they'll always say, listen, don't overanalyze things. It's the big picture that matters. Those little brush strokes, they don't really matter. Like, I've had people come up to me and say, Dan, should I post my social media content at 9 a.m. or 11 a.m.? Should I, do this or that? Should I put blue text or green text? And it's just this crazy amount of detail that ultimately doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, Like, for instance, let me give you an example. In marketing, we will often get these little marketing scripts, right? And there's scripts for ways to tell stories, way to sell products, scripts on how to record YouTube videos, scripts and templates everywhere. And people will get so paralyzed by saying, well, I have this really great story to tell and I have this really great tip to give, but it doesn't fit the template. So they sit there for hours and they try to make it fit the template. And it's like, it ain't like that. If it's a good story, if it's a good pitch, if it's a good tip, good is good. You don't have to sit there and make it specifically fit a template or a script. That's way overanalyzing. And so don't try to make things fit so perfectly, because nothing in life is perfect. Every blade of grass is different, right? There's no perfect leaf. There's no perfect blade of grass. There's no perfect anything. So the pursuit of perfection is in of itself far more imperfect than reasonable acceptance of imperfection. That's a damn good approach. I am the one, the way your son. Anyway, so that's the first thing you have to realize is those little things don't matter. It's the big picture, the big point that matters. And you will find almost every successful entrepreneur will tell you that. So cheat. Look at their mistakes. They're 30, 40, 20, how many ever years ahead of you. Look at what they're looking back on and try to implement their advice so that you don't have to spend 20 years learning that same thing, coming to that same conclusion. Steal the conclusion from those that are ahead of you. That's what you really have to learn. That's what I started doing as an entrepreneur, is going, all right, wait a minute. Let me stop being young and full of vinegar coursing through my veins. Let me be a little smarter about this. Let me look at people who've already been there and what the major mistakes they have made. And one of the things I saw was that people, Mark Cuban and Steve, they always say, listen, don't get hung up in small teeny details, right? And here's the other thing. If you make a mistake, and it does come down to a detail, right? If you make a mistake that literally is due to a detail that you overlooked, you're going to figure that out, you're gonna learn from that, and you're gonna adjust by doing it wrong a lot. You're gonna get a positive benefit out of that a lot faster than if you just sat there and overanalyzed it and did nothing and you didn't take action, right? That's another thing I've learned. I'd rather do something wrong and get it done and then learn from it and adjust it than not do it at all or delay it. And that is, if there's one piece of advice I could give you, is even if something's not perfect or you're not sure, go ahead and do it anyway, because you will immediately and very quickly learn from that mistake, correct it, fix it, and benefit from that adjustment faster than if you sat there and overanalyzed it and didn't move forward in the first place, honestly. So if you're in a position where, you've been following me for a while, you've seen how well I've done with my business, and you're like, well, Dan, what's something, you can tell me that I'm going to figure out on my own in a few years, but maybe I could just skip that trial and error, and you could tell, this would be it, is please do not do something because you're overanalyzing it. Just do it. And if you do it wrong, fine. You'll adjust it. You'll figure it out. And the figuring of it out will happen a lot faster than if you just sit there and overanalyze it. So that's my big tip. I hope this video was successful. I hope this video was useful for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And please be sure to subscribe, because I do like to release videos like this all the time. And I'll see you in the next one. And don't overanalyze. Don't overanalyze. By the way, if you tend to overanalyze things, let me know. Just say me in the comments. Let me know. And please watch this video. Watch it 2, 3, 4 times, whatever you got to do, because analysis paralysis is real. You absolutely need to get over it if you want to succeed as an entrepreneur. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I release videos like this all the time. I will see you in the next one.